The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
Good morning, Bronxites, and welcome to another exciting edition of Open, the one and only show that opens the Bronx and the As always, here to bring you the best from arts, music, sports, entertainment, and so much more. First up, find out what fun and entertaining events are taking place in today's Open Weekend Preview, such as the Native American Festival, brought to us by The Point. Plus, find out what legendary Puerto Rican salsa performer will be performing Sunday at Battery Park. And lastly, visit 2 local lounges this weekend where you can book an affordable, upscale outdoor birthday party with NYC's top DJs, giving you the best in hip-hop, R&B, house, and Latin music. Today's guests include a very impressive Latino artist who the Audio newspaper once selected as one of the top 50 women of the year. Then Bobby C takes over with his sports roundup, and we will close today's show with a talented upcoming rapper and producer live, so stay tuned. All that and more heading your way, because now we are officially open. Hello and welcome once again to Open. Rina Valentin here, your Café con Leche, every Friday, and today is Friday, June 24th, 2011. As always, you know we are here to give you the best in arts, sports, culture, and entertainment. And, we're always inviting you to send us any comments and or suggestions on any of the segments that have previously aired or that you would even like to see aired. And if you're watching us live this Friday morning at 10 a.m., all you got to do is give us a call at 718-960-7241. And, of course, you can send us an email 24/07 to open@bronxnet.org. And, this is For the Lover in You. That's the soundtrack that we're listening to. That's right, we got DJ That Girl Curly is back in the house. Hello, Miss DJ. How are you today?
Hey, Rena. How are you, sweetheart?
I'm fabulous. Welcome back.
Why, thank you.
It's
I
good
know,
to have
it's
you
been
back.
like 3 weeks, right?
Yes, it has. And happy summer solstice.
Oh, thank you so much.
How is your summer coming along so
I
far?
cannot complain one bit. So far, so good. I mean, I played all week this week. I'm playing tonight, tomorrow. But I'm excited. There's a lot of stuff going on I want to share.
There is a lot of stuff going on, like as far as partying. Is that like, well, you're out there doing the outdoor festivals as well,
Yeah, we
right?
had our first outdoor event at the FDR Drive last week, which was really good. And we have our next one July 16th, which is located at the East River Drive on FDR and Grand. And tonight I'm playing at Wepa with Antonio Ocasio on Bar 13 with Ace House Nation.
Wow, so you got a lot of activities going on. So if people wanted to follow you and where you're DJing, where would they go?
Yeah, they could definitely hit me up on Facebook, which is under DJ Dat Girl, DATGURL, Curly. Or they can hit me up on my Gmail, and I can definitely swing them back the information at djdatgirlcurly@gmail.com.
Just to switch it up again, right? There's been a lot of stuff going on with this whole gay marriage rights, and I'm just really curious to just have a conversation about that, because there's like a whole bunch of hoopla going on about like, it's like indecisive, and I just out of curiosity, what's your take on that?
You know what? Wow, there is but so much you can possibly say, but you know what? in these days and time, you gotta leave things alone because regardless, people are gonna do it. They're gonna, whether you like it or not, it is what it is.
Well, the thing about it is like, we live in like probably the most liberal city in the world, New York City,
And we were taught to be liberally speechless to represent ourselves in any way, form, or fashion without disrespecting the next person. Why not?
right. So here we are in 2011, and then we have the West Coast. There are other places. I believe I can't remember exactly where it's already been approved. Does anybody know?
It's been approved in several places.
In Jersey, and is it Massachusetts? No, Washington, I think. California. I know
California, of
California,
course.
Jersey, and there's one more. Anyway, the point is that it's already been approved,
Established in other
in other
places.
states, and the fact that New York has like a whole section called Chelsea that is and Canada.
just-
Canada actually was the first one. Canada was actually.
We
the
have a
first to
very,
establish.
very wide variety of, especially in New York City. I mean, why not at this very point? I mean, 42 years of everybody representing themselves one way or another. Gotta let it be.
Okay, so here's my take on it. My take is that we live in New York, and this is the United States is the land of the free. And while it may be what would we say
Controversial?
the new day and age, it may be controversial. There's also the consideration of people who are actually already married and just not legally married, so that if anything happens to the other partner, the other one is taken care of. And in my opinion, that's pretty much like what that whole process would assist, However, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. At the end of the day, it's really love.
That's it.
That's all that's being expressed is
it
love.
runs for everything and anything you do. I mean, there's so much room for everybody. There is no reason why we should be blocked into a corner somewhere and just let us just be free. That's it. Pretty
Well,
much.
thank you for having
Thank
that
you so much.
conversation with
I
me.
miss you
I'm
guys.
actually anxious to and
Yeah, there is so much going on. I wish I
with
could.
it.
We
There-
have
there's
to
a lot going on with it, a lot of rallying and a lot of
Yeah.
indecisiveness and so forth. But at the end of the day,
It is
it's
what
about
it
love.
is.
It's about love. Yeah, but it's about love. It's about love. I mean, this is about people who are committed to each other, not just like, oh, let's just all go and
Yeah,
have
there's
gay
some very
marriages
strong
and-
dedication going on, for especially when everybody's getting together to do this. I cheer them on for.
Yeah, well, we're rooting for you guys over here at
luck,
Open.
guys.
All right, so DJ That Girl Curly,
Thank you.
she's jamming all over the place. Thank you. She's here on set today, though, live on our Open stages. And of course, it is now time to figure out what there is to do in and around the neighborhood, I should say. It is now time for your Open Weekend Preview. First up, the Native American Festival is taking place tomorrow, June 25th, at Barretto Point Park. This American Indian Native Festival is sponsored by thepoint.org, and it is part of their Fish Parade and Summer Festival. The festivities begin from 1 in the afternoon to 4. And if you're interested in more information on the American Indian Native Festival, you can go to www.thepoint.org. And once again, that's happening at Barretto Point Park, which is a beautiful park on the river, people. So make sure you take advantage and get out there. That's happening once again from 1 to 4 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday, June 25th. And next up, Salsa legend, internationally known as La Reina del Sabor, Choco Horta, and her orchestra will bring you a taste of Puerto Rico this Sunday, June 26th at 3 p.m. at Battery Park. Choco Horta, who has appeared here on Open, is one of the most acclaimed Puerto Rican native salsa performers of the 21st century. She's traveled the globe throughout North America, Latin America, Europe, and Asia, spreading her talents and, of course, her trademark line that never grows old. You know what that is. Choco Loco Chong. I don't say it exactly like her, but That's just to give you a little taste. That's happening once again Sunday, people, June 26th, 3 p.m. at Battery Park in Lower Manhattan. All right, and finally, Fever Records. Fever Records, hello, presents upscale outdoor parties. They're actually bringing you entertainment every Saturday at Pine Lounge. That's located at 1632 East Chester Road in the Bronx. There you'll find 3 floors of nonstop fun. These sophisticated Saturdays include the best of hip-hop, house, Latin, R&B, and much more. Salud Lounge also offers plenty of party options. And guess what? You can rent them out for occasions, including Sweet 16s, baby showers, or even a company party. They are located at 85 Central Park Ave in Yonkers. Salud Lounge also has amazing DJs with phenomenal lighting. So check it out, man. Celebrate your birthday at one of the Bronx's best kept secrets. That's right. Or you can book a celebration at the Split Rock Golf Course. These are all part of Fever Record, feverrecords.com arrangements. And they have a beautifully newly renovated 2,500 square foot patio. Split Rock's After Work Wednesdays, which is beginning June 29th. That's this Wednesday, coming up. Well, today's Friday. And they're located at 870 Shore Road in the Bronx. And their live performances will include George Lamond. You know, remember? Bad of the Heart. All right, I'm not George Lamond. And Don't Believe In, and music by NYC's own DJ Serge. For more information on how to book a party at any one of these party places, you can call Fever Records at 914-725-0011, and or you can visit their website at www.feverrecords.com. Woo! All right. I think that was a lot of diverse things to pretty much, look into or check out to get done or to explore in today's Open Weekend Preview. All right, second annual Role Model Recognition Honors at the Bronx Zoo. Let's take a look at BronxNet reporter Arlene Makoko, who covered the second annual Role Model Recognition Awards honoring 25 influential Bronx women. Arlene at the Bronx Zoo with more.
It was a great day to be a woman in the Bronx, as 25 from across the borough were recognized at a special ceremony in their honor at the Schiff Hall at the Bronx Zoo.
You did it again. I'm glad to say I was wrong. This is an extraordinary list, and the class of 2011 is even better than the class of 2010.
Among the winners, Sister Patrick Michael, a longtime advocate for the aged and those with long-term illnesses.
Well, we were founded in 1929, the religious order of Carmelite Sisters. And in 1931, St. Patrick's Home was founded. So this is our 80th year.
June Island, who now runs her own consulting firm while serving as vice president of the Bronx Chamber of Commerce, says she couldn't have done it without the help of those closest to her.
This is my opportunity to thank my husband for putting up with late dinners, no dinners, etc., my 3 kids and my 5 grandchildren.
The women come from all walks of life and ages too. This year, 3 women are over the age of 90. Community activist and board member of the Bronx House, Blanche Comras Rifkin.
Tonight seems to be especially exciting because of the wonderful women who have given of themselves for the Bronx that are here with me. And these other 54 ladies are terrific. I'm very excited to be in their company.
And B. Castiglia Catullo, who founded RAIN, an organization that provides home care for seniors. In her acceptance speech, she shared her work was far from over, as she plans to launch a mobile unit to serve meals to reach more seniors.
I promised God that I was going to do for charity for the rest of my life, and I've been doing it since 1957.
Marie Riola has served as a member of Community Board 6 for over 40 years as board secretary and now as chair of their Senior Outreach Committee.
I've been active in the community since 1941. I started with the church, and then the politics thing I started was 1946, and I'm still doing it.
Supporting troops abroad while advocating for veterans at home is Judy Lancy, president of the American Legion in Throgs Neck and a former Citibank executive.
It's great to be honored for 2 reasons. Number one, I love the Bronx. I was born and raised in the Bronx and always have been very involved with all the Bronx organizations, and also looking at the other honorees. I know many of them, and I know the dedication and hard work they've done for the communities.
Some great wisdom from some amazing women tonight and career advice. In fact, two of them shared that if you choose a job you love, you'll never have to work a day in your life. From Ship Hall, this is Arlene Makoko for BronxNet.
Be free. Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad.
Charles!
Nice, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
Be free. Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad.
Charles!
Nice, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
Hey, welcome back to Open. DJ That Girl Curly on the turntables. Rina Valentin here, your café con leche. And, well, remember, we're always interested in what you have to say as viewers. And we're always inviting you, that is, if you're watching us live, to give us a call at 718-960-7241. And if you're not, you can send us an email. That is, if you're watching the recablecast, to open@bronxnet.org. 24/7, because those lines are always open. And now we would like to welcome to our set one of our most fascinating local artists. She is currently the artist in residence at PS 57 at East Harlem, where she's created over 3 mosaic murals and 6 poetry murals. Her artwork has been presented at the United Nations organizations, the Center for Puerto Rican Studies Library, and the Museum of the 19th Century Dominican Family in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. That's just to name a few. Well, as Tanya puts it, she creates art for joy, peace, and love. Please welcome to the studio, Tanya Torres. Hola.
Hola.
Was that the appropriate introduction for Madame?
Oh, wow, that was a wonderful introduction.
Now, with your art, let's start with how long you've been drawing and designing, because you also make books and things of that nature, but we're going to primarily just focus on the murals, because that's pretty much what you're working on and focused on right now. So how long have you been doing that?
I think I've been doing art since I was about 4 years old. That's as far as I can remember.
Since you're 4. So you're self-taught?
I did go to college, and I do have an MFA in fine arts, but I consider myself self-taught, because much of what I've learned, I've taught myself. I studied printmaking in college, but then I just turned around and became a painter and did other things and became a muralist.
That's beautiful. Now, interesting, because you say, okay, I have an MFA and everything, but you've been doing it since 4 years old, so it's kind of like you knew what your calling was at a very young age.
Yes, I did.
And now that you're doing these murals, what exactly is it that that you get from just putting it out there as murals?
Well, the murals, especially the poetry murals, I feel that bring together a lot of myself, but it also allows me to give a more complete message. Some people respond better to images, some people respond better to the word, and bringing them both together, it just brings more inspiration, I hope, to the children of the school and also everybody that works there.
Yeah, so, and why schools? Just, is there any particular reason why you're doing it at PS 57?
Well,
right?
it was in a way chance, good luck. The principal had seen one of my paintings, and he wanted to create a mural a mosaic mural for the school. And I told him, you know, I have never created a mural and I have never done a mosaic, but if you want me to do it, I will do it. And he said, yes, I want you to do it. And that was in 2007, and he was very happy with what came out. And ever since then, I've been creating more murals for the school.
And what are we looking at right now?
This is a poetry mural, and this is the image. I call it the bathroom project because these are murals that were created for the bathroom, and the story is that the kids in the school asked Mr. Soto, the principal, if he could fix the bathrooms for them. They were awful.
That's so cute.
And with a lot of effort and a lot of donations and great enthusiasm, Mr. Soto went ahead and found the funds to redo all 6 bathrooms in the school. And he hired me to create murals, and he knew that I wrote poetry as well as did art. So he told me, Tanya, I want you to do poetry murals. And that's how it got started.
And this one says, love yourself with commitment that honors
your dreams. Send your hopes to the sky and spread wide your wings. Love yourself with self-discipline to build with your word, your cadence in life, and fly like a bird. Love yourself, be your truth, and share what you are. Give the world all your light and fly to the stars.
Oh, that's so beautiful, Tanya.
And this was for the boys' bathroom.
That's for the boys' bathroom.
Yes.
That's so beautiful. So over there, PS57, every time they go to the bathroom, they're actually enlightened with your artwork and your words.
Yeah, I think it's a great place for mural, for poetry, because it's somewhere you have to go every day, right?
Right. And it's actually somewhere where people spend a lot of time.
Yes,
and
especially.
revisit often,
Yes.
and often and often. Now, just because I saw that everything was done on tiles. Now, what kind of process was that?
Well, it's actually tile painting. It's not a fire tile with enamel or anything like that. It's a special kind of paint that allows me to put all the bright colors and do the lettering in my studio. And then I put it in a regular oven, normal, 300 degrees, and it's set, and it stays there. So it's a lasting product, but it's also easy to use. And I like to share this technique with the kids and the parents of the school. Actually, they just did a nice project, the moms, the volunteer moms, where they use the same technique to create their own artwork.
That's nice. How interesting. Who knew? You put it in the oven for it to set.
Yes.
Tiles.
It's regular tiles, Home Depot tiles, that kind of regular white tiles. Then you paint them with any colors that you want.
So do you teach also this artwork, or are you right now, are you just being commissioned to actually design mosaics in schools?
Well, right now, yes, I've been dedicated to get that part. But the principal asked me if I could teach the moms because he does a big event every year called Mano a Mano. And they display all the creativity of the school. And one of the goals was to bring the parents into that event. So I did teach them a workshop.
Do we have any of your other work on display? Do we have any other images of Tanya's work? That was really beautiful, Tanya.
Thank you.
And, oh, what's this?
This is one of my drawings, and right now I'm working on a new book. I write poetry and I make handmade books. And this is my mystical poetry, and I get very inspired by nature. So this is a tree, but it's sort of tree that is in my imagination, sort of growing like a hand, in a way combining our humanity with what we are, part of nature. So that's a little bit of the message behind this drawing.
Yeah, so your work has a lot of enlightenment in it. So what do you see as your mission through your work in leaving this for everyone's just soul to take in?
Well, a while ago, about 10 years ago, I got very sick. I had cancer. And as a result of that experience, I had to make a decision to really accept who I was and to try to be happy, to try to be myself and develop and grow in my dreams. And I think that is the most healing decision I have ever made. And I feel that by creating art, which is what I feel I came here to Earth to do, and sharing it with the world, I hopefully will bring that feeling of happiness and joy and passion to people, as well as share with them the importance of really pursuing your dreams and always trying to become who you are meant to become or who you want to become. So that's, I feel, my passion and my mission as well.
Your mission, yes. And by sharing it with everyone, it's an extension of what you're doing for yourself, for everyone else. Now, just because what you just said kind of loaned itself to healing, how are you in your cancer status?
I'm very well, thank you.
You're very well.
Yes, I've been healed for, well, since 2003.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Good for you. Good for you. And, you know, blessings to you for knowing how to, I guess, extract it from your body and put it on paper.
Well, with the help of medicine and with the help of art. Because I do feel that the process of making art and just, you know, being in that moment with being happy, being fulfilled, even though I was going through something very difficult, it did help me a lot. And I think that everybody has something that they love, something that makes you feel that way. Maybe for you it's acting and hosting, and maybe for DJ here is her music. For me it's art, and I feel that if the person looks for that and really engages with it, it's a very helpful thing in the healing process.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. Now, based on the work that you're doing and the work that you're going to continue to do, is there places that your work is already displayed aside from PS57, and of course share your website so that people can go view the rest of your work? Ooh, I love this one. I love this one.
This is one of my Mary Magdalenes. It's a recent project with Raquel Zeta
Right,
Rivera.
that's right, with Raquel
who was
Rivera,
here.
the 7 Salves de Magdalena.
De Magdalena. We did this project together. And one of my Magdalenes is right now in Holy Rosary Church in East Harlem, 119th Street. It's permanently there. I was also asked to create a Virgin of Guadalupe for St. Mark's in the Bowery. And well, the murals at the school, it's a lot of them, so I invite people to come by 115th Street and between Lexington and 3rd Avenues. Anybody can come in if they sign by the door. And well, my studio and my blogs. I write 2 blogs. One is artistic with my art and sort of thoughts about the art. But the other one is more thoughts about life and the process of being an artist and creativity. So I invite people to come by. My website is Tania Torres, my name, taniatorres.com, Tania with a Y. And there you can find links to all my other work and blogs.
Beautiful, beautiful. Wow, you're really active within the community. You're exercising your craft. You're sending out a love and a healing through your hands, and bueno, we just brought you here to share with everyone else. So I hope that you guys actually visit her website and just follow her, because as you saw in the image, her work it illuminates. It's illuminating.
Thank you so much.
It's illuminating, and also the PS57 project, the mosaics, where else are the actual images displayed?
There are more mosaics in another school in East Harlem, the East Harlem Bilingual Head Start. This is for the little ones, the babies. And it's a series of sky. Well, each room has a name. and it has to do with the universe. And so I created one mosaic for each of the classrooms of the school, as well as a bigger one for the main building of the school, because there are 2 sites.
That's so awesome. That's so awesome. Awesome. And you know, good for you. Good for you. Good for you for living out your passion and for being able to share it with the rest of us.
Thank you.
And you know, for everybody, this is just me in my joking manner. When you go to PS 57, make sure you ask to use the bathroom. No, I can help it.
That's good.
But once again, if you're interested in viewing more of Tanya's work, she's also a poet, and she also hand makes books. She hand makes them. You can go to www.tanyatorres.com. And we thank you once again, and hopefully she'll be here to the end of the show, and we'll dance away the closing of Open Friday. And up next, we have Sylvia Anglin reports from the annual Valedictorian Award Ceremony. This ceremony honored high school seniors all over the Bronx at the Museum of Bronx History. Let's take a look.
Valedictorian Awards reception at the National Landmark Valentine Varian House Museum of Bronx History. For award recipients, this achievement means leadership and accomplished goals.
It means being a leader, a shining beacon, an example for all to follow.
It means that I feel like I've achieved my highest expectations and highest goals inside of high school, and I was able to come on top of everyone and be number 1 in my class and represent my class as a whole.
The Bronx Historical Society is in its 56th year of honoring valedictorians in the borough for their achievements.
We're very big on education. That's what we do. We continue to educate everyone in the Bronx. We have a lot of valuable information, a lot of resources, and it's all for the next generation. So we have a very close connection with Bronx students.
And Rachel, the valedictorian from Bronx High School of Science, who is on her way to Syracuse University, is taking this recognition with stride.
It's really like a really heady feeling, like, you know, just because, everybody at Bronx Science, obviously, it's tough competition, so it's just, I don't know, it feels really great to have achieved so much.
Bronx politicians came to show their support of these future doctors, educators, and politicians.
Well, what we're doing today is we are celebrating what is good about the Bronx. We're giving awards to young people who are great examples to all of us. They can show us what they've achieved, and we can just give them kind of a boost so that they continue to achieve and they can continue to make the Bronx proud and us proud.
It's our opportunity to really honor those who really are very special. It takes a lot to be a valedictorian of your graduating class. So what we're doing here today is not only celebrating the Bronx Historical Society and the wonderful history attached to the Bronx, but also the accomplishments of our young Bronxites.
This future politician came from Santo Domingo a little over 4 years ago.
I came from the Dominican Republic, when I was younger, so coming for that transition from over there to here, it was hard for me, leaving my mother and everything, so going to that school without knowing any English, I worked hard and everything throughout the 4 years. I got involved in different programs and everything, so representing my class of 2011 is an honor to me.
And for this award recipient's mom, it means the end of one journey and the beginning of the next.
It means the world to me, and it means that all the efforts paid off. His efforts especially. He's a very well-applied student and a young man.
Students have already been honored at their home high schools for their achievements as valedictorians. However, the Bronx Historical Society wanted to honor these students and recognize them for their achievements. From the Valentine Varian House here on Bainbridge Avenue, this is Sylvia Anglin for BronxNet.
And sorry about that. Welcome back to the studio. Rena Valentin here. Thank you, Sylvia Anglin, for that. And, we have some big changes taking place at the Bronx County Courthouse with Bronx Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr. And then after that, Bobby C. is going to tell us what's going on in the world of sports. So don't go anywhere.
Too often, young men and women find themselves entangled in the criminal justice system, and all too often they end up convicted, serve time, and released without proper skills, education, and resources to re-enter society.
The symposium Small Steps, Big Chances is a first of its kind here in the Bronx.
One of the big needs in terms of the criminal justice and juvenile justice systems is to get community more involved. It's important that we dialogue and actually sit down and work together.
The New York City Department of Probation wants to provide the necessary resources to help with former offenders.
We are actually here to get personal outcomes for people on probation. Growth, a change of direction so that they can be part of the community in a way that is productive for them and for the community.
The next step is getting them into school, getting them education, getting them the services that they need.
The symposium also offered ex-offenders an opportunity to learn what resources and organizations are at their disposal.
Individuals with criminal issues tend to find difficulties dealing with their barriers and trying to find employment. Knowing what to say to an employer, how can they let the employer know that they made their mistakes? And our job is just to basically assist them finding employment, speaking to employers, letting them know their mistakes, they're wrong for their rights, and giving them a second chance.
The relevance of this symposium to the community at large is that many of those who find themselves re-entering society most often lack the basics like housing, state ID, social security, and in some cases even their birth certificates.
Without that identification, it's hard for them to get education, it's hard for them to get employment, and they need that.
The conference touched on various different criminal justice elements ranging from education, juvenile justice, adult and juvenile sex offenders.
For some people, it is as basic as where am I going to live? What am I going to eat? How am I going to survive? And so some of these organizations help to stabilize people, to give them that basic level of support.
The message today is, if you're willing to try, there is always help. From the Bronx Supreme Courthouse, this is Sylvia Englund for BronxNet.
Weight loss, it's one of the many ways to fight osteoarthritis pain. For more information on managing pain, go to fightarthritispain.org.
Yankee fans, this is Bobby C. emerging from the Ivy at Chicago's Wrigley Field to catch up with the Yankees on their latest road trip. Two historic franchises, one historic ballpark. The Bronx Bombers took 2 of 3 games on Father's Day weekend in Chicago, topping the Cubs at Wrigley Field in a series to remember. The lowly Cubs stole the show in Friday's opener, winning 3-1. Former Yankee Alfonso Soriano took pride in besting his old team.
Fan here in Chicago, two good organization, and I'm be blessed that I can play, for the Yankees and now for the Cubs.
Yankees star Curtis Granderson, an Illinois product, said the experience of playing in this series is a treat.
I know the community around here definitely enjoy getting a chance to come to ball games at Wrigley. I know there's very diehard and passionate Cub fans who extend for a very long period of time, so to get a chance to play in front of those guys, it's always fun.
The Yankees roared back Saturday afternoon, earning a 4-3 win that included Brett Gardner gunning down a runner at the plate and closer Mariano Rivera settling down after Reed Johnson homered in the 9th to cut the Yankee lead to 1.
It's a lot of histories, and it's a good matchup. The series now is tied at 1, and let's see what happens tomorrow night.
The Father's Day showdown was an emotional one for Yankee manager Joe Girardi, who grew up in the area and played for the Cubs. Earlier in the day, he drove 2 hours to Peoria, Illinois, to visit his father, who is battling Alzheimer's. As chants of "Let's Go Yankees" rained down at Wrigley, Nick Swisher of the Yanks honored their dads with a 10-4 win on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball. Swisher, a career American leaguer, sent his first long ball over the famous Ivy, lifting the Bronx Bombers to victory. Swisher's dad, Steve, played for the Cubs.
Either way, I got him a great gift, but I think that gift tonight
definitely topped the one I got him.
It was the largest crowd for a 3-game series in Wrigley's history, one that includes a pair of World Series sweeps by the Yankees in 1932 and 1938.
I look at it like just the history, the Yankees coming in here, two great organizations with all that history. I mean, you can't be, the setting, the teams, people in their prime, guys like A-Rod, stuff like that. It's pretty amazing.
So there you have it. The Yankees take 2 out of 3 on Father's Day weekend. So long, friendly confines of Chicago's Wrigley Field. Hello, Cincinnati. The Bronx Bombers closed out their 6-game trip by taking 2 of 3 from the Reds, including a split of Wednesday's day-night doubleheader following Tuesday's rainout. The Yanks are back home tonight to start a weekend series with the Colorado Rockies. They're a half game behind Boston for the AL East lead. Despite injuries and some up-and-down play, the Bronx Bombers are also tops in the wild card. As for Bronxnet's appearance in Chicago periodically throughout the season, the fabulous Bronxnet boys will hit the road to bring you closer to some of the great ballparks the Majors has to offer. Justice Sotomayor, a Bronx native herself, threw out the first pitch before last Saturday's affair. Across town, the Mets finished a 500 homestand Thursday afternoon. Lefty starter Chris Capuano delivered 6 shutout innings in a 4-1 win over the Oakland Athletics. At Citi Field, the Mets will be in Texas this weekend for a 3-game interleague series with the Rangers. Yankees GM Brian Cashman says Mets shortstop Jose Reyes won't be joining the team anytime soon. Reyes, who's having an incredible season, said he will not talk contract until after the season. Meanwhile, teammate and all-star closer Francisco Rodriguez said he would welcome a trade to the Bronx, even if it means setting up for Mariano Rivera. Open quote, "I could go there and help that team out." Close quote, K-Rod said. We shift gears from the baseball diamond to the hardwood. Last night, the NBA draft kicked off in Newark, New Jersey at the Prudential Center. As renovations continue in MSG, the Cleveland Cavaliers took Duke playmaker Kyrie Irving #1. Bronx superstar Kemba Walker went ninth to Charlotte. The Knicks grabbed defensive point guard Iman Shumpert with the number 17th pick and later added Kentucky big man Josh Harrelson in a second-round cash deal with New Orleans. The New Jersey Nets completed another great draft night, highlighted by a trade for Providence guard Marshawn Brooks. National Player of the Year Jimmer Fredette is Sacramento bound. Here's our insider access. Check this out. We caught up with some of the NBA's brightest up-and-comers this week. There was BYU sharpshooter and National Player of the Year Jimmer Fredette, who admitted the challenges and transition that goes into taking the step from NCAA star to NBA rookie.
You got to be, prepared for all the workouts and make sure that you don't get overwhelmed. Try to, separate things, make sure you have time to hang out and just relax.
Arizona big man Derek Williams remained humble and said he never expected to be in this position.
Out of high school, I was barely top 100. This is an honor and blessing, and just working hard and determination will get you, will take you a long way.
Duke's Kyrie Irving only spent 1 season in the college ranks, but his prolific talent was too much to pass up at the top of the draft. Irving, who attended Mays Lottery in Secaucus, New Jersey, discussed the build-up leading to Thursday night's NBA draft.
My life has been changing every single day in terms of the people I meet and the business opportunities that I'm brought. So ever since the lottery, my life has been changing every single day.
UConn national champion and Bronx hero Kemba Walker has been living the dream since March. From meeting President Obama at the White House to sitting beside the mayor during the Knicks playoff run to endless rounds on late shows. Boston's Ray Allen, a former UConn star himself, took Kemba under his wing, helping the playmaker make the jump.
He just told me, just make sure I keep doing what I'm doing. He just told me don't ever change and make sure I stay the same person and make sure I just keep on working hard because a lot of people get to the NBA and they think because of the money and stuff that they can just stop working hard. So he told me don't ever stop working hard.
As for that Bronx reception, fittingly, Kemba expects it will be fit for a king.
It's going to be unreal. And I'm pretty sure if I go back to the Bronx, it's going to be crazy, because I have a lot of support, being from the Bronx.
Congrats to Kemba, you the man. It's time for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. Last weekend, no one could keep pace with 22-year-old Rory McIlroy on the links. Rory won the U.S. Open Championship, his first major, finishing with a record score of 16 under par. He is the youngest winner since Bobby Jones in 1923.
Things are all right in Metsville. David Wright on the DL since May 16th with a lower back fracture is cleared for fuller baseball activity. The all-star third baseman could return in 3 weeks. When Derek Jeter returns from the DL on June 29th, there is no guarantees he will jump back into the lineup, the Yankees said this week. Jeter is still feeling a calf strain. He's been on the DL since June 13th and remains 6 hits shy of the milestone, 3,000. Jeter and the Yanks will welcome back their old skipper on Sunday in the Bronx. Joe Torre is set to relive old times on Old Timers Day. It will be the first time Torre is suiting up in pinstripes since October 8th. 2007. The NFL lockout reached 100 days Thursday. Both sides claim to be inching closer to a deal. The NBA is likely heading down a similar road with an impending labor strife on the horizon. Maybe Ron Artest can settle a dispute. The LA Lakers star is set to legally change his name to Meta World Peace. Yes, indeed. And can anyone stop Rafael Nadal from rolling on London's lawn? Question mark. Wimbledon is in full swing. Keep up with all the action at Wimbledon.com. Let's hit the C-list for my quick thoughts on the Knicks draft. Bronx native Donnie Walsh will surely be missed in Nick Land when he retires on July 1st. He put his final stamp on the orange and blue Thursday night by bringing in a much-needed defensive point guard to back up the aging Chauncey Billups. The 6'5 Georgia Tech junior is physical and athletic. I wasn't pleased with the choice last night, but after a little bit of sleep, I leave you with this. 1, Iman has got to be better than the last Georgia Tech point guard to run the Knicks, Stephon Marbury. And 2, you've got to trust Donnie Walsh here. He's notorious for making picks to boo birds. Just ask NBA legend Reggie Miller. Let's hope Donnie's parting gift is of a similar variety. That's your sports on Bobby C. Back to you, Rena. I'll be at Hoops in the Sun this weekend. Please join us at Orchard Beach.
Oh, nice.
Please
What
join
time?
us.
Oh, what time?
It's all weekend. You got 2 games on Saturday. I believe it's 1 and 3. Sunday, 12, 2 and 4.
Oh, nice. Are you announcing it?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Very cool. He's working and tanning at the same time and doing what he loves.
Orchard Beach is pretty nice.
Orchard Beach. That's our Bronx Riviera,
There you
baby.
go.
All right, thanks, Bobby.
Great
All
job today.
right, we got to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere because the lights are shining. Our open artist is next. We'll be right back.
I remember how much you said you liked mine. Oh.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
Sir, are you okay? Everything's fine? Thanks.
You wouldn't ignore
They want Bronxites to change their unhealthy eating habits and change their attitudes.
Bronx Can is a healthy initiative encouraging the community to lead healthier lives and change attitudes now. The campaign isn't about restriction, but about eating your favorite foods in moderation.
We have to talk about all of the things that, as Bronxites, people obviously from many different cultures, are so accustomed to eat and that we love to eat. The question becomes if you're doing it in moderation. The question becomes the portion.
This initiative is set to run from June 11th through October 24th, and Senator Rivera is not only a supporter, but he's also stepping up to the challenge to shed some pounds.
We need to make some changes in ourselves to have better, healthier habits so that we can be healthier as individuals and healthier as a community. This is about changing our lifestyles to become healthier so that we can have a healthier community as a whole.
The Bronx Green Machine, made up of high school students from around the Bronx, are helping with the challenge by offering fresh green alternatives.
We're trying to get to as much residents, as much community to start changing their life and changing habits that they have. We're trying to make as much people, eat more vegetables.
And this Green Machine member is joining the health initiative by
to be healthy, eat healthier, mostly to just work out 3 or 4 times a week, and it will help.
The Mary Mitchell After School Program held its own successful 7-week challenge for children ages 6 to 12.
They cut out integrated whole grains into their diet on a weekly basis, took out soda and sugar drinks, and just try to refrain from that and drink more water, milk, and exercise 20 minutes a day.
The numbers don't lie, and it's a fact that the Bronx has the highest number of individuals suffering with obesity in all 5 boroughs, as well as obesity-linked diseases like diabetes. Organizers hope to change the problem by changing bad habits and attitudes towards food.
For BronxNet, this is Sylvia Anglin.
And welcome back to Open. Rina Valentin, everyone. We're now ready for our Open Artist Spotlight.
The Open Artist Spotlight is made possible in part with public funds from the Bronx Council on the Arts through the New York State Council on the Arts Decentralization Program.
Our Open Friday performer is a Harlem native. He grew up to the beats of rap, became inspired by the music, and is a self-taught music producer. Ready to unleash the rapping beast within him, the beast will now perform one of his own creations. Welcome to the stage, Jay Webb, the Beast!
Webb. Harlem, we back. Bronx, what up? Shorty wavy and live. Drop it on the pole when she see them figures all in the sky. She don't care who around. She flies. She wavy and live. Drop it on the pole when she see them figures fly. Flash all in the sky. She don't care who around. She high. She trick, you should get right. Toke this and get light. Pass it to my homie Holla. Tell me what the lips like. I'm the real slick type. You the hit and quit type. So you could get live and then come and get with this tonight. How you like the sound of that? Chick brought us around the jag, sparking like a pound of that. Yeah, you know I'm down with that. Shorty, I'm a pimp. No prince from a fairy tale. When you up on a pole going round like a carousel. Legs up in parallel. High as a parachute. Thinking how she make it move and everything that I could do. Never will be backing down. Always been a gangster, man. You know I'm a Harlem, Hamilton and Amsterdam. This is how the kid rep. Higher than a Learjet. You should never disrespect or protect your clear neck. Shorty so loose with it, something that you had to see. Someone call a physicist. She defined gravity. She wavy and live. Drop it on the pole when she see them figures fly. Flash all in the sky. She don't care who around. She never coming down, wavy and live. Drop it on the pole when she see them figures fly. Flash all in the sky. She don't care who around. We gon' make it pop now. This club locked down. Treat her like my summer whip. I'ma pull her top down. Set it up and knock it down. Oh, I got you rocking now. Go to you in your zone like I'm in my zone and it ain't no stopping now. Now we in that beast mode. Shorty know the street code. Says she bust her gun and keep it clapping like her cheeks go. I'ma have to set it off. Careful before you let it off. I'm the real thing here. Trust me, you can bet it all. Catch me by that river, chick. I'ma live that fast life. Good girl, act right. You could get your cash right. Money from a past life. Watch how I make it fly. Money make you go, girl. You ain't never going dry. You ain't never been this live than you ever been. Looking at the paper fly. Talking to the president. Shorty so loose with it. Telling you had to see. Freaking like the Exorcist. She define gravity. She wavy and live. Drop it on the pole when she see them figures fly. All in the sky. She don't care who around. She high. She wavy and live. Drop it on the pole when she see them figures fly. Now she all in the sky. She don't care who around. She flies. She Webb. Webb the Beast. Jay Webb. Check me out. Harlem Webb on Twitter.
Webb the Beast. Webb the Beast. Webb the Beast. That's not one for me. Right? Let's give it up for Webb the Beast again. Woo! All right, you have to talk into the mic so that everybody else can hear what you say. So, did you write those lyrics?
Yes, I did. I write all my lyrics.
Were you going through a hard time?
Actually, I was living in Virginia at the time.
Right.
Yeah, I lived down south for about a good 5 years. And, I wrote that when I was going through, the little go-go scene out there and everything. So I also produced the beat to that. So, I also have beats for sale, production. I got my own production company, Webb the Beast.
Nice.
And yeah, we just trying to cover all angles, you know.
All right, so do you see yourself more towards the performance aspect or the producing aspect? Because you just pumped that you have beats for sale, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah. Well, what is it? What I like to think about it is, it's the music itself. Like, I actually started out making beats, and then from the production level, what I would tend to do is, I would hear the song as I'm producing the beat itself. So instead of like giving it to an artist or something like that, I can present the artist with an idea. But it actually got to the point where I just started finishing the entire songs, and like now I'm just going wherever wherever it wants to go. You know, wherever it takes me is the best route that I feel. Whether it's performance as an artist or whether it's production and working with artists, then I'm all for it. And it doesn't really matter to
That's
me.
cool. So once again, like if there's an artist watching right now
Yeah.
that is writing lyrics and is looking for music, where would they contact you?
You can contact me on Facebook.com through JWeb. You can also contact me on ReverbNation.com/WebTheBeast. That's on ReverbNation.com. That's mostly my production page, so you can get a feel for most of my beats. And on Facebook, I usually post my new tracks that I recently releasing and try to promote myself there and get out there. But through those two websites, it's pretty easy to reach me.
Cool. Now, just share a little bit about Reverb Nation, because that's like a music industry type of newsletter type of connection. Like, how does that work?
Well, it's kind of like the old MySpace format,
right?
Where you what you do is you create an account, an artist account or a management account or whatever type of account that you want to create, and then what you do is you take it to the next level by promoting yourself, posting your own stuff, and then it goes into detail as far as how many people are listening to you, where in the country they're listening to you. It breaks it down by region. It also it gives you seconds to the second of where they stop listening to your song, so you know you can work on your left here, so you know you can always just it just helps you become a better artist, and also it helps you with connections as far as management, because there's a lot of managers out there and in the website itself.
That's hot. Thanks for sharing that.
Thank
and so
you
once
for having
again,
me.
you're on Reverb Nation.
Yeah, Reverb Nation, Facebook, Twitter, Harlem Web.
And it's what? Web the Beast?
Web the Beast.
Web the Beast. Web the Beast. Web the Beast. Thank you for sharing
Thank
your
you for having
your
me,
talents here with us, and also thank you for offering your services, because that's pretty hot. You know, like, it's like he's looking for artists to work with and collaborate, and that's what it's all about. You know, building.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. All right. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today's show. Once again, just before we leave, he said you can find him on Facebook, Twitter, as well as Reverb Nation, and it's Web the Beast. Web is WEBB.
WEBB, yeah.
All right, all right. So yeah, I just want to make sure that we get him plugged, and we want to thank all our guests, of course, Tanya Torres, beautiful Adis, who is here sharing her mosaics, Bobby C, and of course Jay Webb, Web the Beast, and our crew. Of course, we want to thank all of you for watching at home and on the internet. Tune in to the Recablecast tonight at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. and throughout the entire weekend. As always, you can view us fully on the web at www.bronxnet.org. I'm Rina Valentin, and from all of us here at Open, may the universe provide peace, prosperity, and love. Mwah. Adios. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone.
Never coming down. Never coming down.
Shorty wavy and live. Can you hear it? Drop it on the pole when she see them figures fly. Tall in the sky, she don't care who around. She
never coming down.
Wavy and live. Can you hear it? Drop it on the pole when she see them figures fly. Tall in the sky, she don't care who around. She
never coming down.
Pass it to my homie Holler. You the hit and quit type, so you could get. How you like the sound of that? Yeah, you know I'm down with that.
So here are the keys. Congratulations, it's officially yours. I'm sure you'll have many happy years here. Except for you, because you'll be gone 3 years from now, struck down by the same disease that got your father. So you won't be around for them. And sadly, it could have been detected early with a simple test, but you didn't have it. Okay, who wants to check out the backyard?
For a list of tests every man should have, go to ahrq.gov.
There is also a very attractive extended warranty option that includes free service and parts for the next 5 years. But there's no need for you to get that. You failed to get the test you needed at the doctor that would have detected disease early enough where it could have been treated. So you won't be around in 2 years to see him grow up, which means the warranty would be useless. Okay, sign here, please.
For a list of tests every man should have, go to ahrq.gov.